Well, welcome back. We got partly sunny conditions around the region. Last check in Dublin, we had a little bit of rain going on. It seems like that has stopped for the time being. Road is a little wet as a result, but again, not too bad outside. However, for sight, 79 degrees. We did also have a little bit of rain in the air. You can still see the parking lot. Volume Chevrolet is a little damp. Got some lightning south of Milledgeville in Baldwin County. You got some isolated showers going on through Wilkinson and into Lawrence County, as well as down into Telfair. Notice we're seeing activity picking up a little bit in Upson County, but still continuing to monitor these thunderstorms that are largely on the west side of the Atlanta area, but a few of them could maybe creep into the northwestern counties here in middle Georgia. But for the most part, still most of the region not seeing any rain activity at this time. 68 was our wake up temperature this morning. 93 is our high this afternoon, so 1 degree above average for today. But last night we got 3 below it, and I honestly wouldn't be shocked if we saw more below average conditions with the low temperatures through this week and with the high temperatures over the weekend, but more on that a little later on. Real feel staying in the 90s and low triple digits a little while longer before things will calm down and cool off some heading into the overnight hours tonight. Pulling the trigger on going below 70, 69 for the expected low. Skies should largely be clear and the wind out of the northeast. I was talking about this with Monica. That wind on the northwest side of Erin is what's driving temperatures to be a little bit cooler. I don't know how well the models are handling that fact, which is why this 69 sticks out like a sore thumb. Macon was not the cool spot last night, and it probably won't be tonight either. Eastman, Sparta, Forsyth, could be a few others that maybe get into the upper 60s, and the big reason for that is the wind out of the northeast. In fact, if you go back to earlier August when we had that cooler pattern, it started off rainy, but then we still kept it cooler through the week, the wind was out of the northeast. Same as what we're seeing right now. It's just the difference is we have a large hurricane that is circling and stalling off the coastline, whereas that time we didn't. It was a result of a stalled out stationary front. So Category 2 storm right now, it's definitely grown in size, but not intensity. Hopefully it doesn't become more intense in terms of its overall wind speed and whatnot over the next few days. But again, bigger storms can have decently large impact anyway. Storm surge, heavy rain, other impacts still going to be possible for sure along the Outer Banks with North Carolina. But this thing is going to stay out to sea. Don't need to worry about the one outlier that takes it into North Carolina unless we clearly see the storm is going that way. But for now, it's just moving extremely slowly as it waits for something to kind of steer a little bit more. So just a quick run through. Here's another model run of it. You see how the eye of the storm just stays off of the coast, but some of those borderline impacts, tropical storm force winds, maybe hurricane force gusts could be possible in the Outer Banks. Notice the rain picking up here in the Peach State as we head into the end of the week, and with Erin well off to the northeast, it's got no ties to that, but this will be something we'll talk about more later this week as we get closer to it. Let's talk what's behind Erin real quick. 60% odds for development for this orange area here. Would love to see this one follow a similar path where it stays out to sea, but then we've also got 30% odds for another tropical wave coming off the west coast of Africa. We'll have to keep an eye on that as it's still a good distance away. So as for us in middle Georgia, not too much to worry about throughout this evening. Again, isolated showers and storms possible. The best chance northwestern counties, but even then, it's nothing resounding. We will not wake up to any rain tomorrow. I do not know why this is showing this. It'll be a clear night heading in the beginning of your Wednesday, but 30% rain odds through tomorrow afternoon. Largely should be small showers, a couple of storms in the mix, and then things get a little different as we go into Thursday, as I'm anticipating that we could see the rain chance become a little more widespread during the evening to where at least half the region sees that. I'll have your extended forecast coming up in 10 seconds. Your 41 NBC AccuWeather 7-day forecast is brought to you by Volume Chevrolet. As we go towards the middle of this week, rain chances are going to slowly be on the rise, leading up to Friday with that front coming in. That will drop temperatures into the weekend, mid-80s with some good rain chances there. But early next week looks to be below average with highs in the upper 80s, possibly some low 90s, lows in the upper 60s, and some sunshine.